Have you ever caught yourself in the mirror and thought, when did I start looking so tired? Maybe you remember mornings when you'd bounce out of bed, ready to conquer the world. Your skin had that natural glow. Your eyes sparkled with energy. You moved with confidence and purpose. But somewhere along the way, mornings became harder. You wake up feeling like you aged overnight. Your reflection shows someone who looks worn down before the day even begins. Your energy feels depleted before you've had your first cup of coffee. Your body moves like it's carrying invisible weights. And that spark, that vitality you once had, it feels like it's dimmed to barely a flicker. You tell yourself it's just aging, but what if it's not? Because here's the truth. When you're over 60, how you start your morning doesn't just set the tone for your day. It literally programs your body to feel either vibrant and youthful or tired and old. The science is crystal clear. Certain morning habits can trigger your body's natural rejuvenation systems, while others accelerate the aging process at a cellular level. Yet most seniors unknowingly begin each day with routines that make them look and feel decades older than they need to. They skip the habits that could revitalize their cells and boost their energy naturally. They reach for their phones immediately, flooding their brains with stress hormones. They start each day fighting against their body instead of working with it. In this video, we're going to reveal 7 powerful morning habits that can literally turn back your biological clock. These aren't complicated routines or expensive treatments. They're simple, scientifically proven practices that successful seniors worldwide use to feel 20 years younger, starting from the moment they wake up. You'll discover why your current morning routine might be aging you faster than time itself, which habits trigger your body's natural anti-aging hormones, and the one morning mistake that's probably stealing years from your life without you realizing it. By the end of this video, you'll have a complete blueprint for mornings that don't just start your day. They restart your youth. Now, before we dive in, I want to hear from you. Do you feel older than your actual age most mornings? Does it take longer to feel awake than it used to? Go ahead and drop a quick comment below that says, "I want my energy back." Let's start this journey together, because you deserve to feel vibrant at any age. And if you're ready to discover how to wake up feeling refreshed, energized, and genuinely excited about your day, go ahead and smash that subscribe button and hit the notification bell. You're watching the Senior's Compass Guide, where we prove that your best years can still be ahead of you. Let's begin. Let me tell you about Dorothy. She's 67, a retired nurse who spent 40 years caring for others, working double shifts, and putting everyone else's needs before her own. For the first few years of retirement, Dorothy thought she'd finally get to rest, to enjoy her golden years. But instead, she felt exhausted. Every morning, Dorothy would wake up already feeling defeated. She'd lie in bed scrolling through her phone for 30 minutes, reading news that made her anxious. Then she'd shuffle to the kitchen, make instant coffee, and spend the rest of the morning trying to wake up. By noon, she'd already feel like the day was over. Her family started worrying. "Mom, you seem so tired all the time." Dorothy's doctor ran tests. Everything came back normal. Her blood pressure was fine, her heart was strong, her lab results were good. "It's just aging," he said. "This is normal at your age." But Dorothy refused to accept that feeling exhausted and looking worn down was her new normal. That's when she discovered something that changed everything. Through a friend, Dorothy learned about 7 specific morning habits that researchers have found can literally reverse biological aging markers. Not anti-aging creams or expensive procedures, but simple daily practices that signal your body to function like it did decades earlier. Within just 3 weeks of implementing these habits, something remarkable happened. Dorothy's neighbor asked if she'd done something different. She looked more radiant. Her energy levels soared. She started taking walks again, joined a book club, even began volunteering at the local animal shelter. People started commenting that she looked younger, more vibrant, more alive. Here's what Dorothy discovered. and what science now confirms. Your body doesn't just age because of time passing. It ages because of the signals you send it every single day. And the most powerful time to send youth-promoting signals is in the first hour after you wake up. Your hormone levels, your cellular regeneration, your energy production for the entire day, it all gets programmed in those crucial morning moments. So what are these 7 habits? Let's dive into the first one, and this might surprise you. The first habit that makes you feel 20 years younger starts before you even open your eyes. It's called gratitude awakening, and it's the most powerful anti-aging hormone trigger you've probably never heard of. Here's what happens in your body when you practice gratitude first thing in the morning. Gratitude literally changes your brain chemistry. It increases dopamine and serotonin, your body's natural feel-good chemicals. But more importantly for aging, gratitude dramatically reduces cortisol, the stress hormone that's been called the aging accelerator. When cortisol floods your system first thing in the morning, which happens when you immediately check your phone, think about your problems, or start your day with worry, it literally ages you at the cellular level. It breaks down collagen, suppresses your immune system, and signals your body that you're under threat, which makes every system work harder and age faster. But when Dorothy learned to spend her first few minutes in bed thinking of 3 things she was grateful for, not just thinking about them, but really feeling the appreciation in her body, something magical happened. Her cortisol levels dropped. Her face relaxed. Her body began producing what scientists call youth hormones, growth hormone, DHEA, and others that promote cellular repair and regeneration. The second habit that makes you feel decades younger is what I call hydration activation. Most people reach for coffee first thing in the morning, but your body has been fasting for 8 hours. Your cells are dehydrated, your blood is thick, your organs are working harder than they need to. This creates what researchers call morning inflammation, and inflammation is aging's best friend. Instead, the most youthful thing you can do is drink 16 to 20 ounces of room temperature water as soon as you get out of bed. Not ice water, which shocks your system. Not hot water, which can stress your organs. Room temperature water that your body can immediately absorb and use to flush out toxins, hydrate your cells, and kickstart your metabolism. Add a pinch of high-quality sea salt and a squeeze of fresh lemon, and you've created what longevity researchers call cellular fountain of youth water. The minerals support your adrenal glands, the lemon helps alkalize your body and reduce inflammation, and the hydration makes every system in your body function more efficiently. Dorothy says this simple change made her skin look plumper and more radiant within just a few days. Her energy didn't crash mid-morning anymore, and she stopped getting those afternoon headaches that had plagued her for years. 1 glass of water, properly timed and prepared, began reversing years of cellular dehydration. The third youth-restoring habit is movement medicine, but not the kind of movement you might think. Forget about intense workouts that stress your aging joints. This is about 5-10 minutes of gentle, flowing movement that literally massages your internal organs and gets your lymphatic system moving. Your lymphatic system is like your body's garbage disposal. It removes toxins, dead cells, and waste products. But unlike your blood, which has your heart to pump it, lymphatic fluid only moves when you move. After lying still for 8 hours, your lymphatic system is basically stagnant, which means toxins are building up in your tissues. Dorothy learned to do what she calls her morning flow: gentle arm circles, shoulder rolls, spinal twists, and ankle rotations, all performed slowly and mindfully. Not exercise, but awakening. This gentle movement gets her lymph flowing, increases circulation to her skin, and literally helps her body detox while energizing her for the day. The science behind this is fascinating. Studies show that people who do gentle morning movement have better skin tone, fewer age spots, and more energy throughout the day. Why? Because they're helping their body eliminate the cellular waste that makes you look and feel old. The fourth habit might be the most important for your brain health, and it's called sunrise synchronization. Your body has an internal clock called your circadian rhythm, and when it's out of sync, you age faster. Period. Poor circadian rhythms are linked to everything from wrinkles to memory problems to increased disease risk. The most powerful way to reset your circadian rhythm is to get natural sunlight in your eyes within the first 30 minutes of waking. Not through windows, not through sunglasses, but direct sunlight hitting your retinas. This triggers the production of melatonin later in the day, regulates your hormone cycles, and literally tells every cell in your body what time it is. Dorothy started stepping outside for just 5-10 minutes each morning, even on cloudy days. She'd have her lemon water on her porch, practice her gratitude, and let the morning light wake up her internal clock. Within 2 weeks, she was sleeping better at night and waking up more naturally in the morning. Her skin started looking healthier because her cellular repair cycles were back in sync. The fifth habit addresses something that's literally stealing years from your life, and most people have no idea it's happening. It's called morning information fasting, and it's about protecting your mental energy from what researchers call cognitive aging accelerators. When you immediately check your phone, read the news, or flood your brain with information first thing in the morning, you're essentially starting your day in fight or flight mode. Your brain produces stress chemicals, your blood pressure rises, and your body begins aging faster at the cellular level. Instead of reaching for her phone, Dorothy learned to keep the first hour of her day information-free. No news, no emails, no social media. Just her gratitude practice, her hydration, her gentle movement, and her sunrise time. This created what she calls peaceful mornings that set a completely different tone for her entire day. The research on this is clear. People who avoid information overload in the morning have lower stress hormones, better cognitive function, and slower cellular aging. Your brain needs time to fully wake up and prepare for the day. When you bombard it with information immediately, you're essentially forcing an older, slower start to every day. The sixth habit is something Dorothy calls her beauty breath, and it's based on ancient practices that modern science has proven can literally reverse aging at the cellular level. It's a specific breathing pattern that increases oxygen to your cells, reduces inflammation, and triggers your body's natural anti-aging mechanisms. Here's how it works. Breathe in slowly for 4 counts through your nose, hold for 4 counts, breathe out slowly for 6 counts through your mouth. Repeat this for 5-10 minutes. This pattern, called coherent breathing, balances your nervous system, reduces cortisol, and increases what researchers call cellular oxygenation. When your cells get optimal oxygen, they produce energy more efficiently, repair themselves faster, and literally function like younger cells. Dorothy says this breathing practice makes her feel calm, energized, and somehow lighter at the same time. Scientific studies show it can reduce biological age markers within just a few weeks of consistent practice. The seventh and final habit might be the most powerful of all, and it's something Dorothy wishes she'd known decades earlier. It's called intention setting, and it's about programming your subconscious mind for youthful vitality instead of aging decline. Most people start their day thinking about their problems, their aches and pains, their limitations. But your subconscious mind believes whatever you tell it most consistently. If you start every day focusing on how tired you are, how old you feel, how much your body hurts, you're literally programming yourself to age faster. Instead, Dorothy learned to spend 5 minutes each morning visualizing herself moving with energy and grace. She'd imagine her cells regenerating, her energy levels soaring, her body feeling strong and vibrant. Not just positive thinking, but specific, detailed mental imagery that her subconscious could use as a blueprint for her day. The science behind this is remarkable. Studies show that people who regularly practice positive visualization have better physical health, slower aging, and more energy. Why? Because your subconscious mind controls many of your body's automatic functions, including healing, energy production, and cellular repair. When Dorothy puts all 7 habits together, her morning routine takes about 30 minutes. But those 30 minutes have given her back decades of vitality. She wakes up naturally, feels genuinely excited about her day, and moves through life with an energy that amazes everyone around her. Let me tell you what happened when Dorothy's daughter visited after she'd been practicing these habits for 3 months. She walked in the door and stopped in her tracks. "Mom," she said, "you look different." "Younger." "What have you been doing?" Dorothy just smiled and said, "I've been remembering how to be young." Now, let's talk about what happens when you ignore these habits and continue with aging-accelerating morning routines. Because understanding what not to do is just as important as knowing what to do. And some of these mistakes might shock you. Take Robert, for example. He's 72, and for years his morning routine was the complete opposite of Dorothy's. He'd wake up, immediately grab his phone, and spend 45 minutes reading news and checking emails before even getting out of bed. He'd drink 3 cups of coffee on an empty stomach, skip breakfast or grab something sugary, and rush into his day feeling anxious and scattered. Robert looked older than his years. His skin was gray and tired-looking. He had constant low-level anxiety. He'd gained weight around his middle that he couldn't lose. His sleep was poor, his energy was low, and he felt like he was aging rapidly. But he didn't realize his morning routine was literally programming his body to age faster. When Robert learned about these 7 habits, he was skeptical. "How can drinking water and being grateful make me look younger?" he asked. But desperate to feel better, he decided to try them. The changes were subtle at first, but within a month, people started commenting on how much better he looked. His skin regained some color and vitality. His belly fat started melting away. His energy levels stabilized throughout the day. Most importantly, he felt like himself again. Not the tired, aged version he'd become, but the vital, energetic person he remembered being. Here's what Robert learned that changed everything. Aging isn't just about time passing. It's about the daily signals you send your body about whether to thrive or decline. Every morning, you're essentially choosing to activate your body's aging mechanisms or your body's youth-promoting systems. When you start your day with stress, dehydration, information overload, and negative thinking, you're telling your body, "We're in survival mode." Conserve energy. Shut down non-essential functions. Age faster to preserve resources. But when you start with gratitude, hydration, gentle movement, and positive intention, you're saying, "We're thriving." Repair and regenerate. Function at optimal levels. The beautiful thing about these 7 habits is that they work at any age. Whether you're 60, 70, 80, or beyond, your cells still respond to the right signals. Your hormones still react to the right triggers. Your body still has the ability to look and feel younger when you give it what it needs. Now, let's address something important. These habits aren't magic. They won't turn you into a 25-year-old overnight. But they will help you become the most vibrant, energetic, youthful version of your current self. They'll help you age gracefully instead of rapidly. They'll give you the energy and vitality to truly enjoy your golden years. And here's something that might surprise you. The benefits compound over time. The longer you practice these habits, the more dramatic the results become. Dorothy has been doing this for over a year now, and at 68, she honestly looks and feels better than she did at 60. People constantly ask what she's doing differently. But perhaps the most important benefit isn't physical at all. It's psychological. When you start each day with practices that make you feel good, that energize you, that connect you with gratitude and intention, you begin to see yourself differently. Instead of feeling like you're declining, you feel like you're optimizing. This shift in self-perception is incredibly powerful. When you see yourself as someone who's actively working on their health and vitality, you make different choices throughout the day. You eat better, move more, sleep better, and approach life with more enthusiasm. It becomes a positive spiral instead of the negative spiral that traps so many seniors. Now, let me share the most common mistake people make when they try to implement these habits. They try to do everything perfectly from day one. They set their alarm 30 minutes earlier, gather all their supplies, and attempt the full routine on Monday morning. By Wednesday, they're overwhelmed and give up. The secret is to start small. Pick one habit, maybe the gratitude practice or the hydration, and do just that for a week. Once it feels natural, add the second habit. Build slowly, consistently, patiently. Your body and mind need time to adapt to new routines, especially positive ones that might feel unfamiliar. Dorothy started with just the gratitude practice. 3 things she appreciated, felt for 30 seconds each before getting out of bed. That's it. The second week, she added the lemon water. By month 2, she was doing all 7 habits naturally, but it took time to build that foundation. And here's something beautiful about this approach. Even implementing just 1 or 2 of these habits can make a noticeable difference. You don't have to be perfect to benefit. You just have to be consistent with small, positive changes that signal your body to function more youthfully. Let's also talk about the role of mindset in all of this. One of the biggest aging accelerators is the belief that decline is inevitable. When you wake up expecting to feel old, tired, and limited, your body often delivers exactly what you expect. It's not just attitude, it's neuroscience. Your expectations literally change your physiology. Studies show that people who have positive expectations about aging live longer, healthier, more vibrant lives. Conversely, people who expect aging to be a process of inevitable decline often experience exactly that. This is why the intention-setting habit is so powerful. You're not just hoping for better health and energy, you're actively programming your subconscious mind to support vibrant aging. You're changing your internal narrative from "I'm getting old and tired" to "I'm getting wiser and more vital." And here's something that might give you hope. Recent research in longevity science shows that many of the changes we associate with aging, fatigue, mental fog, physical stiffness, even some wrinkles and age spots, are actually reversible. They're not permanent damage but accumulated results of poor cellular signaling. When you change the signals through these morning habits, your body can literally begin to reverse some of these aging markers. Your energy can increase, your mental clarity can improve, your skin can become more radiant, your movement can become more fluid. Not because you've stopped time, but because you've optimized your body's natural renewal systems. Now let me share one final story that illustrates the power of these habits. Maria is 78, and 6 months ago her family was worried about her. She seemed to be declining rapidly, low energy, poor mood, increasing frailty. They started talking about assisted living options. But Maria's granddaughter had heard about morning habits that could help seniors feel younger. She spent a weekend with Maria teaching her these 7 practices. Maria was skeptical. At 78, she felt like it might be too late for her. But she had nothing to lose. 6 months later, Maria has become the poster child for vibrant aging in her community. She leads a morning walking group at her senior center. She's taken up painting again. She babysits her great-grandchildren regularly. People constantly ask what she's doing differently because the transformation has been so dramatic. Maria always tells them the same thing. "I learned how to start my day like a young person again." It's not about denying your age or pretending you're 30. It's about honoring your body with habits that promote vitality instead of decline, energy instead of exhaustion, hope instead of resignation. So let's recap these 7 powerful habits that can make you feel 20 years younger after 60. First, gratitude awakening. 3 appreciations felt deeply before getting out of bed. Second, hydration activation. 16 to 20 ounces of room temperature water with lemon and sea salt. Third, movement medicine. 5 to 10 minutes of gentle, flowing movement to awaken your body. Fourth, sunrise synchronization. Getting natural light in your eyes within 30 minutes of waking. Fifth, morning information fasting. Keeping the first hour of your day free from news, emails, and digital overwhelm. Sixth, beauty breath. Coherent breathing to oxygenate your cells and balance your nervous system. And seventh, Intention setting, visualizing yourself as vital and energetic. Now I want to hear from you. Which of these 7 habits resonates most with you? Are you going to start with gratitude, hydration, or maybe the sunrise light? What's been keeping you from feeling as young and energetic as you'd like? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. I love hearing from this incredible community, and I read every single comment. And listen, if this video showed you that feeling younger at any age is possible, do me a huge favor and smash that subscribe button and ring the notification bell. Why? Because next week, I'm revealing the evening routine that pairs perfectly with these morning habits to help you sleep like you're 40 again. You definitely don't want to miss that. Plus, share this video with someone you love who could use more energy and vitality in their life. Sometimes the most loving gift we can give is hope combined with practical action. Remember, your age is just a number. How you feel is a choice you make every morning. Choose youth, choose vitality, choose to make your golden years truly golden. Until next time, wake up grateful, live fully, and never forget, your most vibrant days can still be ahead of you.